Alright, it's about 8:30. I don't like how I feel. My head feels it's swollen or something, just slightly, and my throat slightly burnings. There's inflammation going on. It could be the cold, but I think it was also something I ate. Possibly a toss-up between the eggs or the diced carrots that I cooked. I should have killed the pathogens. I got these diced carrots from the food bank, but I only had like a little small handful. I think maybe the eggs are causing the issue. And then also around my appendix area, of course, it continues to have a pressure problem down there. You know, it feels like it's gonna go sometime, but it just keeps dragging on. Right, so the spot around my appendix is getting too tight at times, and it's making it difficult to sleep. And it woke me up. Let's see what time it is. It's the second time I was woken up. It's 4 a.m. I woke up with a tingling in my hands, both hands. So this is really annoying. This tightness is really seems like it's happening more and more frequently. Right, I think my gut is directly responsible for a nerve disorder that's happening in my hands. There's just a slight tingliness, and every so often I'll get a spasm. Alright, so I'm just complaining about my health because it's so annoying what's going on here. I woke up, had a big craving for sugar again, and satisfied it with like a half a pound of raisins. And that seems to be what's happening these days, is I'm substituting raisins as my sugar satisfier in place of the milk. Okay, that seems to be what's happening. I'm eating probably the same amount of calories, but it's changed. And I don't know how good that is. Okay, are raisins the best option? I've tried mangoes, I've tried the apricots. I eat them all just in large quantities. Just like a pound. Sometimes I can eat up to a pound of these in a sitting, and I'll try to like mix it up with some peanuts and oats. Okay, that's about it. That three combination is like a breakfast for me, and I don't know if that's such a good idea. It's like I'm very interested in maybe trying to get 2% milk back into my diet, just so I could use that as also a substitute for all them raisins. Now I'm not sure, but it's a more constricted diet. I get the cravings for sugar. I have this wonderful stew. I actually started eating this stew. Okay, it's not that wonderful actually, with some meats and carrots and stuff. I have a few tablespoons of that and lose my appetite for it. I don't eat much of it. And then I start eating the raisins, and I'm like, whoa, my appetite just came back, and I ate all my raisins. Okay, I got these apples that have been sitting here for weeks. I don't crave the apples. I really enjoy the dehydrated fruits. These dehydrated fruits, and I'm a little concerned about that. Okay, because it does seem to be affecting me differently in ways I don't like. I'm still getting the problem with the tightness in my appendix area. It picked up a little bit this morning, and I pushed on it, and then I started feeling a little dizzy. It's just all slight dizziness, slight out of breathiness. Okay, I might be getting a mild sepsis problem. It's really annoying. Okay, I got these sprouts. Maybe they can help. I need to keep my blood oxygenated. Okay, and it's not the eggs so much that's causing this tightness in my intestines around the appendix. a mechanical problem or something. I'm not sure. It's maybe a little scar tissue. It comes and goes, and it comes and goes more often these days. And it could be because of the colder weather, because I am craving more food in the cold weather. I crave sweets. I did have that honey a couple of weeks ago, but that's kind of fattening even in the cold weather. I'd like to have something with some fiber in it. And the juicy fruits, like I got this pineapple. I actually look forward to eating this. I feel like I could go for eating the whole thing. Okay, this whole pineapple. Cut it up and just chew it down. But I don't have the hunger for the stew. I'm gonna play with that hunger a little bit with this salt. I was reading about antisepsis herbs like turmeric. I haven't been able to find my turmeric in my car for weeks now. I really have to dig for that one. It got buried pretty good underneath some. I haven't been able to clean out my car in months, I'd say. You see how busy it is. I don't find the very good parking spot so I can clean things out. And then on top of that, I got to be mindful of the weather too. It's been raining a lot. So I got to find a nice isolated spot. Yeah, the rain's picking up. Nice isolated spot, and also where there's good weather, and I haven't. So I've been really missing particular herbs. Like there's herbs that are supposed to fight sepsis, which is probably my problem. I got to be prepared for worse sepsis when my vision gets a little dull and a little dizzy and harder to breathe, and there's tightness in the guts. I got to be aware of what I can do about that. All right, so these little, what do they call them? Geez, sprouts are grown right in this container and never touched. So that's interesting. In the advertising, it says in the back, they're never touched. In a cold, what does it say? Cold grown process. That's supposed to keep the listeria and E. coli off of them. You can see it's ribbed on the bottom pretty considerably. Also, there's this little fiberglass mat to create air between the ribbed and the plant. Maybe there's water in there or something.